So let's just start out with number 19 here off the test. Doctor calls for phenobarbital 0.05 grams. The elixir is in a GRSS. That's a half grain. GR is grain, not gram. That's where a lot of people get that one wrong. Per milliliter. And we have 0.05 grams. First thing I would do is I'd just change the 0.05 grams into 50 milligrams. Either way, we can do a conversion from grains into grams or milligrams. It really doesn't matter. So anyway, whatever we do, whether it's grams or milligrams, we're going to have to convert it into grains. If you left it as the 0.05 grams, what's the relationship between grams and grains? 1 gram contains 15 grains. So I set it up with the grams on bottom so that they'll cross cancel. Now I have 0.05 times 15 is 0.75 grains. So that is what is being ordered by the doctor, 0.75 grains. Now I'm going to convert that times GRSS is 1/2 grain per 1 milliliter. So the grains cancel out. 0.75 times 1 milliliter is 0.75 milliliters. 1 times 1/2 is 0.5, and I have to divide that out. It gives me 1.5 milliliters to administer. If you had converted to milligrams first, there are 60 milligrams in a grain. You would have came out with like 1.67. Would have came out slightly different. Just as I told you, we mentioned that conversion between milligrams, grains, and grams is sloppy. Any questions on that one? Okay, number 20. Order calls for Motrin 600 milligrams. The supply is GRV, so 5 grain tablets. So once again, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to convert my 500 milligrams into grains. 1 grain is 60 milligrams. So the milligrams cancel. I got 600 grains over 60 equals 10 grains. And now I just have to take 10 grains and convert that into tablets. If I have 5 grains per 1 tablet, grains cancel out. 10 tablets over 5 divides out to give me 2 tablets. Now I know I went through that one kind of fast. Anybody want me to go back and slow down and do that again? Any questions? A lot of people did the conversion between milligrams and grains incorrectly, so they ended up with a huge number of tablets on that one. Yeah, you did 15 instead of 60. Yeah. Number 21. Patient orders are for Gaviscon 80 milliliters. Gaviscon is supplied in a 7-ounce bottle. Each dose is how many ounces? Well, what does the 7-ounce bottle have to do with this problem?
Nothing.
Nothing. Exactly. That's where most people had their issues with this one. We have 80 milliliters, and all we are being asked to do is convert that into fluid ounces. Or ounces. 1 fluid ounce is, depending on which page of the book you look in, 29.9 or 30 milliliters. So, milliliters cancel out. You have 80 fluid ounces or 80 ounces over 30. That'll divide to be 2.67 fluid ounces. I know that one wasn't very nice. 22, most people did okay at 40% on a 1/8 dilution. It's just 40% times 1/8 gives you 5%. 23, there's some issues. Physician orders 80 milligrams. One vial of the solution contains or has a dose strength of 100 milligrams per 2 milliliters. So you have your 80 milligrams over 1. Converting this into milliliters. Milligrams have to go on bottom, milliliters on top. 100 milligrams per 2 milliliters. Our milligrams cancel. 80 times 2 is 160 milliliters over 100 milligrams. Divides out to give us 1.6 milliliters. So it should be milligrams in bottom. It's just 160 milliliters over 100, no milligrams. So 1.6 milliliters. 24, most people calculated correctly and rounded incorrectly. So number 24 is 100 milligrams, and there are 30 milligram tablets, 30 milligrams per 1 tablet. So the milligrams cancel out. We got 100 over 30, 100 tablets over 30 is 3 1/3 tablets. And it says round to the nearest half. And a lot of people rounded to 3. But if you think about it, if this is 3 and 3 1/2, 4, or whatever, a lot of people rounded to the nearest tablet, so the nearest half. 3 1/3, 3 1/4 is going to be right in the middle of this, right? Is 3 1/3 bigger or smaller than a fourth? 3 1/3 is bigger than a fourth, so it has to round up to 3 1/2. Any questions on that last page, 19 through 24?
I have a question. Are we on the final?
No cumulative final, no. Any other questions off the test that you'd like me to go over? Okay, if you haven't got your test back yet and you do get a hold of it through your email later, same as the other tests, by the way, if you open it up at home, there's a chance you might not be able to see my ink to see which ones you have wrong. So if you open it up on a WITC computer, you should be able to see my inking. Otherwise, you can let me know and I can just send you which problems you had incorrect. So anyway, time to start our new stuff. So I'm actually going to save